Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Hi, and welcome to the W and G podcast. But today the W stands for Warlock. I'm Wren.
And the G stands for Goblin. I'm Go. I don't know what we're doing today.
Well, okay. Why did that make me laugh? Goblin. You just went along with it and you don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah, but what are we doing today? Because you're in charge this episode.
Well, I have this app on my phone, and basically today we're playing AI Dungeon, and it's an app that kind of using AI.
Is that AI artificial intelligence? That terrible, terrible film.
Yeah, well, yeah, so it is artificial intelligence, but it's not related to that film.
Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah, yeah, it's nothing to do with him. No, it is an app that it's basically like a dungeon master, like for tabletop games, but it's like an artificial intelligence one, and it doesn't do the.
Okay, I'm in. This sounds like a great app.
No, it is. It is. It doesn't do the. It can't do the things like remembering what's in your inventory and dice rolls and points. It just does the like storytelling part of it, which I think is a great tool for if you're like a new dungeon master. You could just use this to come up with ideas, but also if you're people like us and you don't have a dungeon master, you can use this to kind of practice role playing.
Oh, this is a roleplay episode, which is kind of meta because aren't we role playing all the time?
Yeah, no, yeah, Well, that's deep. I don't have a response to that. You just kind of told me that I don't exist. I'm gonna ignore that. But before we get into that, hi guys, it's Editor Wren here. Actually, the next 10 minutes of recording was so bad that we have agreed to just delete it and move on. So, even as we were recording it, we absolutely hated what we were doing, and it really was just like a time-filling thing. So we've decided to just cut that out, and I guess this whole episode is going to end up shorter than a usual one, but you're really not missing out on anything. So back to wherever I'm gonna cut this in, and you can hear the lack of caring in our voices.
In both of our separate voices.
Exactly. That's the point that I'm making there. Anyway, so now it's time to move on to my section of the. Unless we have like a sponsor or an ad break or something.
No. No, I just want to get straight into it.
Okay, so let me open up the app on my phone. So what this is like, it's basically roleplay, but I'm gonna just play the dungeon master. So it's like it generates things for you to say, but then I can edit it or put a little bit of my flair into it or something like that. So it's really good aid for actual people trying to be a dungeon masters.
And I'm just gonna be play a campaign alone.
Yeah, no, I think that's what the best bit about it is that you can just play a campaign by yourself. You don't need friends, which is always a bonus for us. But jokes aside, it actually is a good because you can practice. Practicing like if the first time that you ever do like a tabletop game is with friends who've been doing it for years, that's like the most intimidating thing, especially if you're not naturally good at it.
Right, so I don't think I'm naturally good at it.
So this is perfect for you then.
Yeah, I guess so. What do I do?
Well, hang on, I'll generate like a situation.
Okay.
And let me just put on some atmospheric music for the moment. Here we go. You are Go, a rogue living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a long steel dagger and a length of rope. You live alone in a cave at the top of a fertile valley, making your money from hunting and selling your kills in the local town. One day you see a beautiful person, stunningly beautiful, like radiant, effervescent.
I hate where this is going.
You see, it almost could be a magical creature. They are just the perfect person wandering down in the valley. What do you do?
So how do I reply?
You like literally just tell me what you do. You can type like full sentences. It's not like a, go left, go right kind of thing. It's like,
Okay, so I'd watch them to see what they're up to.
okay, watch them to see what they're up to. You take up a hiding place where you can see the person from where you are. The figure walks down towards the bottom of the grassy hill. They stop when they're halfway down, as if they're lost.
Okay. I would reveal myself to them and ask if they're lost.
Okay, you shyly reveal yourself to them because I know you, and you ask if they're lost. You step out of your hiding place and walk down the hill towards the figure, who turns and looks at you with wide eyes. They smile and come over to you, hand outstretched.
Oh no, I recoil from them.
Okay, you recoil timidly from them, as though you aren't used to human contact. You start muttering about how you just wanted to help. Hi, I'm Wren, they tell you. I definitely didn't type that in. I'm lost.
Okay, I would say, hi Ren, I'm Go. Where are you trying to get to?
I'm gonna go meet my friends, who are going to teach me to hunt.
Okay, this is hunt. Okay, did you make that up?
No, it made up the hunting thing. I would never.
Okay, I would say wait, they told you to meet them here, but this is my hunting place.
Okay, good. And they told you to meet them here? Nobody hunts here except for me. Oh, see, I thought it might be a prank. I'm in character now. I thought it might be a prank, but I came anyway just in case. I guess they're not the best hunting teachers in the land after all. Oh, oh no, this is depressing. Should I just stay in character since I've put myself in this?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get into the zone. So I live in the cave. And I'm a hunter. But I'm not good with human contact.
Right, so it's just like real life.
Okay. So I'd be like, to be honest, wandering around here could have got you killed. 'Cause I'm a hunter. Could have shot you or something. I don't think those people are your friends.
You seem to know a lot about me. Are you a friend of the friends I'm missing?
No, I don't know anyone. I'm just here alone. But I do know how to hunt. If you really want to learn.
Oh, you're really getting into this. That'd be great. I always wanted to learn, but my parents made me stay in the city and work. What the? Okay. Sorry, I keep dropping character. I would never say that.
Okay, I have a cave.
Yeah.
I have a cave just up the path where I keep my, hunting equipment and stuff.
Okay, now I'm the narrator. You walk with Wren to your cave and show them the ropes. It takes a couple of hours, but by the end of it, you've got them hunting deer for you and splitting the meat. Wow, it really just jumped straight into it. So that's the end of the day. We learned how to hunt. Okay. What do you do?
I would say, it's getting dark and it won't be safe out anymore. This valley attracts wolves. You better go home.
Are you just trying to get rid of me?
Well, because the wolves. It's a valley full of wolves.
Okay. This valley attracts wolves. You lead them back down to the valley floor and along the base of the hills until you come across a river. What do you do?
Okay, town's 5 minutes that way. Will you be okay walking by yourself? I want to go home.
Will you be okay walking by yourself? Yeah, I'll be fine. Thanks a lot. You walk away and head back to your cave. What do you do?
Well, I wonder if Wren ever made it back to town or not. They seemed prone to getting lost.
Prone to getting lost. If they did, it's not like me at all. You sit in the darkness for a while and hear only the wind in the trees and the squeals of the small animals in the crevices. It's a lovely cave you've got here. That was... I wasn't in character then. You have a warm meal in your stomach. I guess deer. And you realize you're quite tired.
Okay, I'm gonna have fun now. I hear high-pitched, helpless, pathetic screams of Wren in fear from somewhere in the valley.
You know, you gonna get me killed. From somewhere in the valley. You are awoken by the screams. It can't be morning. You try and listen, but can't hear anything for a few minutes, so you lie down again. You're not that concerned. Then you hear it again. Help! Help! That's me in character. I would never ask you for help. What do you do?
I just try and ignore it for a minute.
You try and ignore it for a minute, but as it gets closer to you, you know you have to get up and help. You quickly pack your things. Oh, that's useful. The AI was like, you grab all of your equipment so that you're not just like running outside naked. Or I don't know how you sleep, but I don't want you running up naked. That would be... There's enough monsters in this valley already.
I was definitely, even though I live in a cave, I was perfectly well dressed already. Thank you very much.
Okay. You quickly pack up your things and run outside. The screaming won't stop and is coming from the direction you last saw Wren. Oh, I hate where this is going. If I die, I'm never playing with you again.
Okay.
You see Wren running from a wolf.
See, I told you there were wolves here.
You see a wolf stalking Wren from behind the trees. Its head is nearly at waist height. Okay, it's not a huge wolf. That's like a regular wolf. I have no idea how big wolves are.
No, yeah, that's a pretty small wolf. They're bigger than you think.
What do you do?
Oh god, I don't know what equipment I've got.
Yeah, no, it doesn't tell you. You just have to... I mean, I could make it up for you if I was like a real dungeon master, but I'm just gonna leave it... Whatever you say you've got, I'll just believe that you've got.
Okay. I grab my lit torch and I run towards the wolf, waving it around aggressively.
Oh, I like that. Waving it around aggressively. You run towards the wolf and yell at it to leave Wren alone. As you do so, you drop the torch. Oh no! You drop the lit torch onto the ground and watch the fire roll. What do you do?
I say uh-oh.
Uh-oh is an understatement. Okay, you say uh-oh. The wolf looks terrified as it realizes that the flame is spreading to surround it. Oh dear, you think as you draw your bow, start shooting arrows at the beast. Oh my god. What? Wow, it really... I mean, like, fair enough. That wolf is... I mean, you have to protect me. I'm worth saving. What do you do?
I would... Okay. I've just shot the wolf. Where the hell is Wren? I would make sure Wren is behind me. So I'm, like, between Wren and the wolf. Otherwise, like, you're just gonna get carried away like a piece of food or something.
Okay. I'm just gonna type that in. You make sure Wren is behind you as you fire more arrows. The wolf falls to the ground as you loose your last arrow. Wren says, "Phew, that was a close one, am I right?" Like, girl, oh my god. It took you long enough to come and rescue me.
Okay, you can stop improvising now.
I'm into the character. I feel like I know this character well, because it is me. But anyway, what do you do?
Well, I try and put out the fire.
Oh yeah, you set the forest on fire. Okay, try and put out the fire. The fire has been going well for you. I'm not sure if it knows it's a forest fire or if it thinks it's like a campfire. The fire's been going well for you, and you are sure the wolf is dead. Oh no, that's ominous. Oh no, oh no. You run over to the wolf, but as your hand reaches the body, you feel a shock go through you. Is it actually completely still? You look up to see that the flames are casting an orange glow over you, and you didn't kill the beast. You realize that the beast has tricked you. What do you do?
Oh my god. This is like a nightmare. I jump away, I jump back, I jump away from the wolf. Get away from the wolf.
Okay, you jump backwards away from the wolf. As you jump backwards, you feel more arrows hit the ground around you. You see Wren appearing from the cave with another bow. That's lucky. You are out of arrows. You shot your last arrow, but I am here to save you. You see Wren appearing from the cave with another bow, aiming at the wolf. They're doing a great job. This is their first day. They're doing a great job for their first day, but nobody's perfect, so that, it's I assume my aim is probably not the best. What do you do?
Okay, I watch Ren miss every single shot.
I hate you for that, but okay, I'll type it in. You watch Wren miss every shot. They missed every arrow shot. You didn't even see the monster move. Am I helping, Wren calls? This game hates me. It's making me look like a fool. What do you do?
Okay. Well, I'm out of arrows. I grab the torch off the ground and I smack the wolf away.
Okay. This is violent. Should I put a content warning on this episode? You grab... Oh, yes, I should. Oh, the AI said it's gonna be violent.
Oh no, what's happening?
You grab the wolf's head and smash it repeatedly with the flaming log. You feel its skull crack under your hits, and that's when you hear the sound like breaking wood. The wolf's body stops moving and everything goes dark. You curse as you realize the torch is broken, but at least you're alive.
That's kind of...
Right? This is like a real, it's like a real session. It's not quite Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like caves and wolves. What do you do?
Okay, I'm a nice person. So I run up to, you just saved me, so I run up to see if Ren is okay.
Oh, I like that. You run back up the hill to ask if Wren is okay. As you run up the hill, you think about how it could have gone differently. Okay, the game's getting existential. What do you do?
I say, get in the cave, you idiot. I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes in the valley without you. Come on, I told you there were wolves. I said, if you stay here when it's dark, there will be wolves. And what happened? You stayed until it was dark. You got attacked by wolves. Just get in the cave. I can't trust you.
I'm not typing all of that. Get in the cave. Okay, you hear as Wren enters the cave. You go in and see Wren already making themselves at home, wrapping up in a nice animal skin blanket. That's gross to me, but I guess it's cold. So the Wren in this game has much lower standards than me. What do you do?
Well, first of all, I'd say, don't get comfortable. You're just here because if I let you go back outside, I'll have to come and rescue you again.
Don't get comfortable. Ba. It's dangerous. Wren says, well, you didn't say that. What do you say?
I would say, I did. I warned you. I warned you it was dangerous at night.
I warned you it was dangerous at night. Wren says, yeah. You grab some berries to make the tea and begin boiling it. Oh, I like this. We're just having some nice fruit tea. Thank you, game. It's so much more civilized all of a sudden. What do you do?
Okay, so we're just like making tea?
Yeah.
Just making tea in a cave.
Sounds like your normal day, to be honest.
I guess I would I would ask Wren if they were scared that they were gonna die after they didn't listen to my advice.
I'm not typing all that. You ask Wren if they were scared. Full stop. Okay, the game says, you sit down to drink your tea and hand a cup to Wren as they tell you how they got lost and didn't know the way back to town, so they started heading back to the cave to ask for help when they bumped into the beast. What do you say?
I would say, listen, not everyone has a good sense of direction, or good survival skills, or good shooting skills, but you dress well, I guess.
Oh, thank you. You dress well. Wren laughs, ha ha ha, and jokes around about your fashion. One of us has to look good. Oh, zing! Zing, Wren in the game is funny. What do you say to that?
I would say, you know, I mean, we're just sitting drinking tea. Like, maybe I'd be like, hey, you single?
Can we not? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not writing that. No, I'm actually not writing that.
Oh, go on. It's just roleplay.
I'm very uncomfortable right now. But I'll type it. I really hope the Wren in the game says, I'm happily married to the church or something like that. Are you single? Shut up, Wren says. Oh, thank God. You laugh and change the topic. You spend the rest of the evening telling your story to Wren while they wrap themselves up in the blanket. Oh, I want to know what your story is. What's your character's backstory?
That I live in a cave and go hunting. I've always lived in the cave. I was raised here, and my parents also lived here, but they died from, in hunting situations.
Ah, from those wolves. Is that why you're traumatized?
No, they died from something much cooler. Dragons. Yes. They were dragon hunters.
Dragon hunters. They not like endangered or protected or anything?
No, they're quite the pest. Quite the pest. They're like mountain lions. They come down from the peaks and they go into the cities, and everyone's like, "Oh, you've got to keep your pets inside. There's dragons." And then the dragons just burn down the house, so then the pets are outside.
This is your backstory.
This is this is the backstory for the whole world. I'm world building, and that's my story.
Okay, so let's assume that you told your story. Because I'm not typing all that. What do you do next?
Well, I'm assuming that telling my story, step by step, day by day, it took all night, or until we fell asleep. So, at first dawn, I would be like, "Get out of my house, go home. It's safe now."
Okay, that's a lot to. Okay, you sleep until dawn, and then tell Wren it's safe because you care about my safety to go home. As you both head out into the forest, apparently it wants you to walk me home, and I think this game likes me more than you do. As you both head out into the forest, it's still fairly dark, but you feel pretty confident that you can find your way around now. What do you do?
I would abandon Wren.
Abandon Wren.
And go home.
This is showing your true character. You abandon Wren and go home. You tell Wren to go home and walk alone. You can find your way back to the cave from here. Well, yeah. Is that it? You just abandon me and go home? You asked me out last night. You asked if I was single.
I was just curious about your backstory.
Oh. My backstory, well, my parents made me work in the city, but apparently I've always wanted to hunt. So,
That's not a backstory, that's just what the game told you. What's your actual backstory?
Okay, they wanted me to work in the city because I'm really good with academic things and I'm pretty weak. So they thought it would never be safe for me to hunt. And I always wanted to hunt because my hero was um, Balthazar, the infamous local dragon slayer.
Oh my god. That was my father, the dragon hunter that I previously mentioned.
See, I love the yeah, so and that's why I wanted to meet you, the son of the famous
Child.
dragon hunting person. So, he was called Balthazar Jones. So that does that make you Go Jones?
I hate that. That doesn't work at all. But we're in a magical. I live in a cave. I don't have a last name. I'm just Go the Dragon Slayer.
I didn't see you slay any dragons. I saw you slay a wolf. That's much smaller than a dragon. Um, that's much smaller than a dragon. Look,
We're out of time. I don't know if we should carry this on next episode.
I think not because you just abandoned me and told me to go home. Maybe we can start a new adventure or something. I or you could be the dungeon master next time.
I would be a great dungeon master, so I'll think about it. Although next week might be when we're going camping and recording it. We haven't told them that.
Yes, I am as generous and charitable as I am taking you camping next week in the middle of winter, which might be the worst idea ever. But we're only going to be like outside the house because we're in the middle of a pandemic. So, yeah, so tune in next week for that. For the winter solstice camping episode, campcast. I don't know what we're going to call it. I'm very excited.
I'm actually very excited. This is going to be my favorite episode yet because it actually made you hang out with me in real life.
You want to hang out with me in real life?
Well, are you single?
Don't do this. We're ending the episode there. I hate this. You can't take things from the roleplay game and then just use them in real life. That's blurring lines. We should have changed our character names or something. We didn't just go hunting together. That was just the characters.
Fine, maybe we can go hunting next week when we're camping.
No, I don't like no. We're both vegans. This don't do that. Don't lie to the people online. You think someone would just go online and lie? I don't think so. Anyway, my name is Wren. I'm going now. But I had fun.
My name is Go, and I actually had fun as well. This is a new thing for me, having fun with you. I'm kind of loving that.
Bye.
Bye.